New York, the field for the knockout rounds of the NBA Cup is set. And there will be a new champion, and an almost entirely different field than from last year's inaugural version. By the time the dust settled Tuesday night, the 8 teams were set: the Milwaukee Bucks, New York Knicks, Atlanta Hawks and Orlando Magic in the East, and the Oklahoma City Thunder, Houston Rockets, Golden State Warriors and Dallas Mavericks in the West. Last year's NBA Cup champions, the Los Angeles Lakers, were eliminated from advancing to the knockout rounds with losses to the Phoenix Suns and Thunder last week. And only 2 teams overall, the Bucks and Knicks, from the 8 who advanced last year. As a result, the quarterfinal matchups next week will be the Magic at the Bucks and Mavericks at Thunder on Tuesday and the Hawks at Knicks and Warriors at Rockets on Wednesday. "Yeah, it's great," Bucks coach Doc Rivers said of his team advancing to the quarterfinals. "They put a tournament in front of us and we want to win it. We said that early on and we're 4-0. But we still have a lot of work to do." Entering Tuesday, there was a lot still up for grabs. The Hawks, Rockets and Warriors entered Tuesday locked into quarterfinal spots as group winners, but the other 5 spots were available to be grabbed, including 2 games in the East: Magic at Knicks, Bucks at Pistons, that had direct win and you're in stakes, as they would determine the winners of Groups A and B, respectively. The drama in both games didn't last long, with the Knicks and Bucks racing out to sizable halftime leads and cruising from there. The only thing up for debate at that point: whether the Knicks could possibly knock Orlando, which had a massive plus 60-point differential entering play Tuesday, out of the quarterfinals entirely with a blowout victory. New York actually led by as many as 37 points, the number the Knicks needed to win by in order to eliminate the Magic and allow the Boston Celtics to reach the quarterfinals as the wild card instead, in the third quarter. But Orlando eventually fought back in the fourth quarter to make the game a more respectable-looking 121-106 Knicks victory. "We earned our way into the quarterfinal," Magic forward Franz Wagner said. "Obviously not our best game today, but that's why you play hard every minute in the other games. It feels weird even after a game like this to advance, but it's just part of it." As a result, Orlando became the wild card, and will head to the top-seeded Bucks, while the Hawks and Trae Young, who advanced by virtue of beating Boston without Young last month, will now head to New York to play the Knicks, with trips to Las Vegas on the line for the winners. Out west, both Houston and Golden State entered Tuesday knowing they just had to win to secure home court regardless of what happened elsewhere. But after the Warriors gave up a 14-2 run to the Denver Nuggets in what became a 119-115 Denver victory, and Domantas Sabonis had 27 points to lead the Sacramento Kings to a 120-111 victory over the Rockets, that opened the door for the Thunder to become the top seed in the Western Conference thanks to their 133-106 victory over the Utah Jazz, giving Oklahoma City the top seed due to point differential. "I wasn't at all until I knew we were going to win tonight," Thunder star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander told reporters, when asked if he had followed along with what was happening with the NBA Cup standings leading up to Tuesday's game. "I just asked around but it's all too confusing.